Hi Veer, hi Kunal, welcome to our show.
Hello.
Well, you're here on my show for the first time, so thank you so much for being here. Working, this is a zom-com,
Yes.
as it's being called. So how was it working, the first ever zom-com that we've seen?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Very sad that we had to do it.
No, I mean, it's kind of risky, right? I mean, you've never heard of a zom-com in India, so...
That was the idea, yeah. What I really liked about it, and both of us have sort of a similar sense of comedy, is that it was entirely unknown to both the audience and to the lead characters. ये जो तीन लड़के हैं, they're three idiots. And they've never seen a zombie before, and they don't know how to kill it. Do you pray? Do you throw garlic? What do you do with a zombie? So, as we are running around like headless chickens figuring this out, the audience is figuring it out as well. So for me, that was an interesting sort of space to play. It was nice.
Yeah, I think the fact that it was the first of its kind, obviously there are risks involved, but I think as an actor, you really want to do something like this because very rarely will something like this come your way. So you don't want to let it go. And especially for me, I was involved from day one, and so just the whole area of entering the unknown and trying to figure out script-wise and scene-wise, what will you do to make it acceptable to the Indian audience, sell them the concept of zombies.
Understandable, I mean, that's like...
Not only are you selling them the concept of zombies, but you're also trying to amalgamate two biggest genres of horror and comedy.
How involved was Saif in all of this? I mean, was it his idea?
No, actually, we started off, Raj DK and I kind of started off this journey. We wrote the whole script. Saif came in later, and I think it was good that he came in at the phase that he did because the moment he heard it, he wanted to know everything. So, if you sell somebody an idea and then he says, okay, what's going to happen, and you take a month to put it together, then maybe you lose somebody's interest. But we had a script in place with the dialogues and the whole thing was ready, and we were kind of trying to make it other way, elsewhere. And the reactions that were coming out weren't good. And luckily, we met at the right time, and he was interested to know what it was about, and he read the script, and he kind of went with it.
But wasn't it tough to convince a producer to do a zombie film? I mean, who would have ever thought of that?
He came at least what I figured out, and I wasn't there for the journey when these guys were sort of wooing Saif for it, but he's such a big star, right? So he doesn't have to do this film.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to.
He could have done something else.
He could have done something else, right? So he came to Mauritius with this sort of, I'm here, I'm going to have fun. And this is one of those projects where I'm just not going to, think about it too much. And ironically, he combined that with a lot of hard work, whereas he got the look right, he got the accent right. But there's this nice collective thing on set, where the spirit on set, where all of us knew, listen, we may, if this film hits or if this film bombs, we'll probably make this only once in our life.
But was he a part of the film as an actor from the beginning? Because there were some reports which said that he probably joined the film later on, or was he a part of the script right from the start?
As far as I know, they just went on their needs, you know what I mean? So they had Kunal and they had missing, and then they needed some sexiness in the film, so they hired me.
Oh my God.
And then they needed some money, so they hired Saif, and then they needed some machismo, so they hired Pooja Gupta, and they needed some intelligence, so they got Anand. That's basically, I think, what happened.
It was great talking to you all, and wish this film a super success. Thank you so much for being on our show.